So just looking at this, actually, I was looking for something. Um, I'm just wanting to understand the propaganda. Propaganda. Oh, look at here. Yes. Now, how propaganda works, it appeals to its audience in three ways. Calls for an action or opinion that it makes seem wise and reasonable. It suggests that the action or opinion is moral and right. It provides a pleasant feeling, such as a sense of importance or of belonging. Oh, two propaganda versions of Adolf Hitler. Mhm. Now, I've sat in court before and I've heard Judge Porter say, well, we've got to protect the children and the community. And being arrested, you obviously are a criminal. Now, every time a judge uses propaganda to suggest that the opinion is moral and right, to provide the pleasant feeling to themselves and those in their family that we really are protecting the community when we don't give you notice or opportunity to be heard because we decided you were crazy, even though we never really talked to you as an individual. And then when we think that, well, you're going to have to be restored and re-educated, and we're going to involuntarily administer psychotropic medication to help you with your mental disease, I would say that it's propaganda. To not understand the necessity of enforcing the requirements of law. Now, too often judges have this hardline view that it seems wise and reasonable to put you away in jail because I'm protecting the population. And it suggests that their action or their opinion is moral and right. And it provides the pleasant feeling for those as judges, those in oaths of office. Oh, the sense of importance or of belonging that you are protecting the population from some very bad individuals without the requirements of the enforcement of the law. Now, this propaganda that you've been using is a fucking lie. That's what you've been doing. You've been lying to yourselves and those that are elected to office that instead of saying the action or the opinion that seems wise and reasonable is to make sure that every citizen has their rights enforced, that the requirements of the law are always documented, and you always have proof that everything is done according to the requirements of the law, and that you will always have jurisdiction and authority of law before acting as any elected oath of office. Now, your action and opinion seems moral and right. We're not going to enforce the fraud of the illegal use of the state seal of the ex officio court order. It seems wise and reasonable to not require the actual signature of the employee appointed to the office of the Superior Court Clerk. It seems wise and reasonable to not require the appearance of the petitioner or require that the petitioner ex parte motions the court within the number of days allowed by law, because every fucking thing you've done is believing your own propaganda. Now, you're going to make me go to Port Townsend on Tuesday. So another expert that is the best in his field is going to require me to have psychotropic medication because I know that what seems wise and reasonable is that you would always enforce the law. That suggests the action or the opinion that is moral and right is always reinforcing the law, and that The pleasant feeling and the sense of importance or belonging you get as oaths of office is that you know that you've always enforced. Now you're lying, bullshit, motherfuckers.